This is only going to take a couple minutes. This is not a traditional memoir. Yes, I tell stories from the past, but I have no interest in nostalgia, being sentimental, or retirement, and most memoirs require. This is not an advice book either. Although I like preachers, I'm not here to preach and tell you what to do. This is an approach book. I'm here to share stories, insights, and philosophies that can be objectively understood, and if you choose, subjectively adopted. By either changing your reality or changing how you see it. This is a playbook based on adventures in my life, adventures that have been significant, enlightening, and funny, sometimes because they were meant to be, but mostly because they didn't try to be. In case you don't know, I'm reading from Matthew McConaughey's book, Green Lights. I'm in Denver, Colorado. I'm reading this and creating this video, third day of 2024 from where I live. And it was about 25 years ago, I flew to Brazil and landed, I believe it was December 7th. And I spent Christmas and New Year's with my ex-Brazilian girlfriend. I flew to Miami and flew to Rio de Janeiro, and then ultimately to Sao Paulo, and that would be the first international trip that I'd taken since I went to Europe after my girlfriend Carol shot and killed herself. And I went out high school photograph of my girlfriend Carol Cook that saw me on a Tuesday night, and she said, "I love you, but I may never see you again." And on Thursday, she shot and killed herself and bled to death. And I was only 24 years old. We actually met at a place called Stone Steps Beach that I have a lot of personal history with. January 3rd, I'm gonna change my strategy after driving for Lyft, driving with my Prius since about May 2022. It's now January 3rd, 2024. Here's the bottom line. I got to admit to myself and the world that I have not worked as hard as I could have. I haven't made as much money as I could have. Now, it's not like my sister views me because I'm lazy. I just needed some time off. I'm driving back to my loft from the DMV. I just did something important that I need to do. 3 iPhones. The one I was filming is my primary, but this is a second one. It basically is exactly the same, but smaller. It has the same apps on it. It has a Lyft app and iMovie. It's just that it's smaller, and I use this for a variety of different reasons. Part of my San Diego Encinitas backstory with driving a truck. Prior to selling frozen seafood out of a box truck in San Diego, way back when I was about 26 years old, I drove this Kenworth T680, and we picked up organic produce in Southern California. And then we went all the way through Los Angeles, San Luis Obispo, Santa Cruz, up to the San Francisco produce market. Myself and that's when I first did teams prior to CRST. So I did that for a year. My medical card that you have to get every 2 years to keep your commercial driver's license, mine expired on December 29th, just a few days ago. It's January 3rd. Okay, this is me when I was clean shaven. I look completely different. Notice I've got my night t-shirt. This is Sari. We're having a beer. She has a place. I don't know if it's changed because I saw a Zoom a while back on her 33rd birthday where she said she was going through a divorce. When I stayed with her and met her, she was married. I met her husband the very first night I stayed at her place, but for the most part, he was in the background, and I spent all of my time with her. Her place was 50-minute train ride south of Tokyo, right on the ocean. This is a photo of two of my Japanese friends, Noya and Yuki, when we went out. I think one of the last nights I was in Japan. I was there on the fifth and final trip from October 2019 to into the wintertime, December 18th. Well, this is me, 102963, Kenworth T680. It would ultimately be the last truck I would drive in my night driving career. In fact, my whole career after 1 million miles, dude. So, they say all good things have to come to an end. And so you could say, my driving career came to an end. So, I've been going back and forth on this. I decided to downgrade my license. Oh, dude. Again, this is December 29th. Dean Graziosi. Dean Graziosi. I just call him Dean. The underdog advantage. Rewrite your future. Rewrite, highlight, rewrite, reframe. Rewrite your future by turning your disadvantages or your fuck-ups into your superpowers. Dude. Do you feel stuck in your life? Things look good on the outside, but on the inside, you feel like a prisoner trapped. Well, I know I feel like a prison sometimes, all the time, dude. Or maybe you feel like you missed your chance or you can't find your starting point, and no matter what you do, nothing moves forward. I know sometimes it's one step forward and two backward, dude. You're the underdog, dismissed, counted out, lacking the right resources and unsupported. Even all my friends, I mean, Sophia Raskin's not talking to me. Freddie's not talking to me. Chicago's not talking to me. Last time she called me was in July, dude. And even, this is like, my sisters aren't talking. I know, just get back on point, dude. This book is going to take all those feelings and emotions, flip them on their head and show you something mind-blowing. Introduce you to a real cool dude. I'm going to read the back cover of his book because it was written professionally, but Dean Graziosi is a cool dude. Dean Graziosi is a multiple New York Times best-selling author. Gap, right now when I go out and there's big spaces, in other words, typically, especially in the morning, today might be an exception, generally speaking, because of my loft, my parking garage is downtown. That's Starbucks right there where I just got some coffee. So when I'm not at home, I just take my phone out, and that's how I make money with my Lyft app. And also I can take my phone and walk outside and take photos and videos and literally make movies or videos, whatever you want to call it, using just my phone while I'm out and about. In other words, I can walk over to Cummins Park or walk over to my Japanese restaurant or Starbucks and just take my phone if I really want to. Or I can pack up my laptop and my 3 phones in my backpack. My meal today, spicy chicken. I get the same thing every time, so I like it. My next meal is free, but look at this. Hey, we got to build on this. Mercantile Square Loft. Look at It snowed over the weekend, and look, it's like all melting. I know, it's like, where are we going right now? Well, we're going to our Japanese restaurant, dude, but we got to go to work, man. Walking from Starbucks, it's still a little icy. We just had some snow the day after Christmas. I got to watch my step. I have tennis shoes on. I have to get some regular snow boots. But anyway, this is the Platte River, and it's about, Platte Street is that way where Chicago and I had pizza. Parking, I have this parking pass after hours, which I can go into my parking garage, which is in the office building right here. And I have an elevator that goes up to my parking garage.
That gets you back onto a positive state?
No, I listen to music, or I just call friends and talk to friends, and while I drive, I just think about it and like, well, tomorrow's another day.
Yeah, and that's great because it seems like mental stability is huge where you're, contained for so long by yourself. So it's good that people have outlets that they go to. Like, I know Doug likes to, he's making videos, so he's obviously talking and doing videos. So he's getting a lot of inspiration and things out there and passing time. So it's kind of cool to see what everybody does in that regard, because I think, people think about truck driving and they're like, oh, I'm going to be all alone. I'm not going to see anybody. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to be able to do this. When it's really kind of like the opposite. You kind of do have a little bit more freedom. Maybe we can shift gears into the freedom aspect of it. You both have been to Tokyo. Maybe we can touch on that. Any Doug or LC, if you want to take the steering wheel that direction.
LC talk about. Hey, LC, if you could talk about, because you lived in Japan for 6 years, and this is driving to Tokyo. It'd be kind of cool to have you talk a little bit about your experience in Japan. That'd be awesome. If you feel like doing it.
My husband was in the Air Force. He's retired. We lived at Yokota Air Force Base, Busa, Japan. So I had the best time there. I went out with my girlfriends every weekend. We explored. We went everywhere. And I love the culture. We ate everything. We tried everything. So I'm half Asian myself, so it was just like a dream come true. And whenever we talk about Japan, we call it the motherland, because it's like where us as women grew together when our husbands were deployed, and it just felt like a better community, a better family. So I have a whole bunch of girlfriends that are my sisters, and we call them Yokota sisters, because that's basically where we were at. We traveled everywhere. We went on weekends with just the girls. We took our kids traveling. My kids think that's their home. They call that their home because they grew up there. So, and they miss it. So I miss it too. I would love to go back.
Do you have any plans to go back? Yeah, once COVID?
As soon as COVID's all done, I plan to go back. So I would love to go to South Korea, because my daughter and I are really big into Korean dramas. and K-pop. We love K-pop. So we watch, like on my 34s, I will binge watch Korean dramas all day long and not get out. I'm like, I'll order Uber Eats and I'll be like, it's delivered to me, so I don't have to take a truck, So I just binge watch, Korean dramas, catch up, I'll watch a whole season and I'm like, great, now I have to find another one, Sometimes I'll lose sleep over it. I'm like, I can't, I just got to finish this last episode and then I'll go to bed. Just one more. So that's what I do. But I love Japan.
And so, do you have any favorite spots that, or Doug, do you have any spots too, like maybe that you guys have in common or that you like the most?
I like Roppongi, but I like to go dancing. So, we'd go to the bars and stuff. So in Roppongi, so.
I've never been. I have no idea about Japan, so it's cool to learn from you guys.
And my understanding, I found this out with my friend Chicago I visit. I didn't realize, I don't think in some places the bars don't close like they do here too. Because I remember one time I was with her, I usually would typically go out till about 10 or 11 and she'd go home. And there was one night she said, let's just stay out all night. I'm like, what do you mean stay all night? She said, there's a really good, cool neighborhood bar. Some lady friends of mine bartend there. We'll just go there and we'll hang out. We stayed there like till 5 a.m. And it was just a little bar. There was only like a couple people there and we just drank and talked and it was awesome. And the other thing about Japan I really like, it's really safe. You can stay out all night and you feel really safe there. But I just love it there. I too feel like it's home. You know, when I go there and I come back here, the U.S., I feel like I'm leaving home. And I go through kind of reverse cultural shock. I come back here and it just feels so different. You know, it takes me a while to get readjusted to being here.
Oh, the food is so much healthier over there too. So I'm just like, I came back here, I gained like, I was 100 pounds when I left Japan, and I ended up being 175 when I started trekking. So I was like, oh my God. Yeah. I mean, I'm back down. I'm back to 120 pounds, but I was like, oh my God, I have to start doing something. So I just lost all the weight truck driving. So I don't know how, but it did. It worked well for me. Yeah, because we would go, my girlfriends and I would go to the bars, and we'd come outside and it would be daylight. We're like, oh my goodness, what happened? You know?
Where do we go?
So we're like, what happened? But the trains do close down at midnight. So, I mean, you have to stay out to catch it at 5 a.m. to come home. I mean, that's just how it is. So you have to stay at all night. That's what happens.
And
make the commitment.
And people like to work hard, but they like to play hard there. They work hard, but they play hard.
Yeah, it seems like it's such an interesting culture, and it's cool that, you know, you mentioned the food, and it's something people who, like, I never even thought about. You know, obviously there are different foods. I just, you know, you don't really think about those things, and it's just interesting just to learn all different angles of it. Travel, trucking. Doug, do you want to take this anywhere else with travel or trucking? Is there any other topics that you want to bring up? Or
well, I do feel this channel long term. I told this before I met you, Mike. I told friends starting out as driving to Tokyo, but it could be driving to Thailand, driving to Vietnam, driving to Indonesia. It could be driving anywhere, and it could be what I'm doing, but I'm hoping other people get involved and other people have other stories like, I've always wanted to go to XYZ. And so other drivers say, my channel or my story is going to be driving to XYZ. It doesn't have to be just driving to Tokyo. It's just a metaphor. It's just a vehicle. It's a starting point, but it doesn't have to be an ending point. It's just, you know, it's where I've gone recently. I had a funny thing happen the other day. I went into the same place where Chicago and I had pizza after I had not talked to her in 4 years. And I met a guy named Michael, and he paid me $50 to pick him up and his mother just a few blocks from where I live and take him to a restaurant right by my loft. And he went there for an hour, and I took him home and he paid me $50. First thing I want to talk about is this phone. I find it amazing. You may not find it amazing, but this is an iPhone. But it's a 1 terabyte phone. It has as much storage as my $2,000 Mac Pro, except it fits in the palm of my hand. Treasure and miss truck driving. It, ironically, I believe night transportation and truck driving career in general, which spanned 13 years. My first company was CRST. It was a training company. I went through advanced truck driving school. And Fontana, that was when my mom and dad were living in their fourth and final house they built up in Big Bear City, California. On my Mac Pro computer, but I project it onto my 65-inch TV with this adapter. This was dated 11/26/2015. Today's date is December 25th, Christmas 2023. So this was approximately 8 years ago. This is me. This is my dad. This is my mom. My dad was about 82 in this photo. My mom was 88. They were both high school sweethearts. I was their firstborn. This is Janet. She was born after me. It's my sister, Kathy. We're all born in Minnesota. My mom, my dad, and Janet, I believe, were all born in Virginia, Minnesota. But Kathy, I believe, was born in Silver Bay on Lake Superior. And we left northern Minnesota. My parents are Swedish and Finnish background. If you're not familiar with northern Minnesota, I can actually show you in a minute on the Apple Maps where it is. Adventures that have been significant, enlightening, and funny, sometimes because they were meant to be, but mostly because they didn't try to be. I'm an optimist by nature, and humor has been one of my great teachers. It has helped me deal with pain, loss, and lack of trust. I'm not perfect. No, I step in shit all the time. I step in shit all the time. I'm in it right now, right in the middle of, it's gonna probably take me 90 days to get out of this, but I step in shit all the time and recognize it when I do. I've just learned to scrape it off my boots and carry on. We all step in shit from time to time, myself included. We hit roadblocks, myself included. We fuck up, I do, I just did, and it's costing me big time for about 90 days financially. We get sick, we don't get what we want. We cross thousands of could have done betters, I'm in it right now, and wish that wouldn't have happened in life. Last sentence. Stepping in shit is inevitable, so let's see it as good luck or figure out how to do it less often. Matthew McConaughey, one of my mentors. Now, oddly enough, I'll just finish this video clip, that I didn't even know about this book until April 24th, 2023. It's now September 9th, 2023. I'm walking in Shores to Whole Foods. It's only a 4-minute walk. I wanted to get something to eat before I go to bed. This snow is happening. This is Denver, man. It snowed on Halloween. It snowed on Thanksgiving. And now it's snowing December 8th. This could influence whether you work tomorrow morning. I'm in my car. I just pulled over in a parking lot that's by a place called Sloan Lake. It's a huge lake. One cool thing about Denver, and I have a lot to talk about. I have a lot to talk about December 8th, 2023. There's so much to talk about. So much has changed in my life since I lost my night transportation job November 5th, 2021. It's been just over 2 years, but you can't imagine how much has changed in my life. Now, just for the record, I have this on my windshield, but I'm not staring at it. I'm actually driving like I normally would. It's just capturing me talking. And this is Elsie by her truck. She had a Volvo. She was also a female trainer because there's more and more women going into trucking. So often they'll pair a woman up with a fellow woman. So she's awesome. She travels about 3,000 miles a week, and she's a pretty awesome truck driver. This is she and I by her truck. We happened to just bump into each other. She was going to Colorado, and she just come in with a quick stop to drop in empty and pick up a load, I think.
What's up?
He's a sound engineer extraordinary.
I don't know about extraordinaire. I'm doing something though.
And you're so humble, bro. I love, you say shit that I love. You know, you don't even know how authentic and cool you are. And
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I don't know about that. Thank
you.
you.
Just be yourself, and you have a girlfriend.
I do. I got a girlfriend.
What's your girlfriend's name? Are you allowed to say it?
I keep it private.
Okay, keep it private.
Keep it private. I gotta keep the mystery up.
His girlfriend is like a movie star.
It's a movie star. I wish. That'd be awesome. That'd be super. I wish I was a movie star.
Hey, actually, your girlfriend's like a Hollywood actress, right?
I wish. Hey, if my girlfriend was, I wouldn't be working here.
Yeah.
That's for sure. I'd be chilling at home, be paying my bills. We'd be good to go.
Yeah.
What do you eat? Are you eating tonight?
Yeah, I'm eating tonight.
What do you want to get?
Oh, fuck it. Oh, your food is good, bro.
It is good, man.
What do you eat? What do you eat?
I've been having, you know, what's funny, man? Lately, I've been doing the nachos.
Not. Let's
So I
have
don't know.
nachos.
So yeah, I was gonna say. So I don't know.
And look at, see,
You're
bro.
you're not leaving, right? You're hanging out though.
I'm hanging out here.
Cool. Good.
Josh, how's it going, brother? Not bad. And Andrew. It's like the A team. Andrew, Josh, and
Caleb's
Blue.
in the back somewhere.
And Caleb. Look at all this. I
You're
guess,
doing everything, right?
Yeah, everything.
Let's do it, man. Let's
Sorry,
do it.
I have a channel. I film them. I'm kind of weird.
You're fine.
No, I love this place. I come here every day.
Are you? You said you're making videos.
Dude,
You said, but something about your apartment. What'd you say about your apartment?
I was in the process of maybe having to sleep in my car.
Whoa! Why? What's going on?
I was short on my rent.
Oh shit! But you're okay now?
I'm gonna be okay.
Good. Okay. That's good.
I get so wrapped up in these videos that don't work.
Dude, I get it.
You know, there's passion and there's obsession.
Yeah.
There's a fine line.
What,
ticket.
Let's do it.
But I talked to my manager today. I have most of my rent now in
Nice.
cash.
Yeah.
I have till the 4th to pay it, and I should save myself.
There
See,
you-
it might sound funny. It's not about my apartment. It's being able to be right close to you and coming here every day.
Yeah. No, I get it, man.
It's the whole thing.
That's well. I'm glad it got taken care of, though. You know, sounds like you got a plan. So that's
I
good.
got a plan.
Yeah.
I worked today. I sent some money.
Nice. You doing Lyft still?
What's that?
You're still doing Lyft?
Yeah. Oh no, Lyft. I just have to do more of it.
Yeah. I get that.
I mean, you're a sound engineer
Yeah.
and you work here.
Yeah, I know, man. Hey, you gotta
Do what you have to do.
do what you gotta do to pay the bills.
Yeah.
You know.
And if you slack off, fuck.
Hopefully one day that'll pay the bills. You know. We'll
No,
see.
you just gotta take care of business, bro.
Yeah.
Now, Matthew McConaughey called me the other day.
No way.
Yeah, on my cell phone.
Really?
I'm just kidding.
I was like, no way, man. Well, that'd be sick. Hey, one day.
One day, you just gotta keep dreaming, bro.
Yeah, well, one day. Are you still doing that stuff?
Yeah, no, bro. I make 4 one-hour film collage documentaries every day. This is my 5th one today.
Are you? But are you still doing his class thing?
Yeah.
Nice.
No, I'm still. It's all. I'm still doing all the bullshit. Nobody knows about me except you, Andrew, my brother,
He knows,
and,
right?
and
That's
Josh.
right. Josh knows. Caleb knows.
And Caleb. You guys are the main A team.
Dude, we are. Yeah.
Anyway, I told this kid. Still see my mirrors, and I can still. I've had lots of practice doing this. I used to do this. Now this person's going way. See, one thing that people do. This person just racing up to a red light. There's a red light. Racing up to the red light, and then slamming on the brakes. Racing up to the next light, slamming on the brakes. That's what people do all day long in the city. It just drives me crazy.
Secret of you influencing to get a yes. And you have to get a yes. In your business, in your life, in the promotion you want, in launching your course, in having a workshop or a mastermind or a community or a membership or writing your book and you want people to say yes, or doing a podcast and you want people to come and listen. The way you get people to listen to you, to agree with you, to say yes to you, is to allow them to feel understood. Sometimes we get so excited about what we have, what we want to deliver, that we forget to allow someone to feel like, wow, she gets me. He gets me. When people say to me, why are you so good at sales? I think people are looking for a magic. Oh, if you do this, if you say this one hook. Yeah, there's a strategy. That's what we teach so much in Mastermind. There's so many great trainings about sales. But really, when someone asks me and it boils down to is, there's 3 things. I truly care about people. I care about you. I hope you feel that on an ongoing basis. That's why I'd never miss a Monday. I truly care about you. Number 2, I love what I do so much that I feel bad if I don't get a yes. But number 3 is I want to meet you where you are. I want to let you feel understood. I want you to know I know the pain. I know the fear. I know what you're scared of. I also know your goals. I know your dreams. I know your desires. Why? Because I read thousands of your comments. I read your feedback obsessively. Leave me a message below. I will read it by the end of the week. I always do. That's why I'm set for next week. I want you to feel understood. I want you to know that I understand that it can be scary. I want you to understand I know what imposter syndrome feels like. I want you to understand that sometimes you feel like I'm too old, or I'm out of the loop, or there's too much competition, or am I really an expert? Do I really know? No one knows my name. I don't have any followers. I'm not good on live. I know all that. I also know sometimes people in your life that you love dearly think this is crazy that you want to do your own thing or take it to the next level. I want you to feel understood because I've been there, but I also know the other side. When you gain skills, when you take uncomfortable action, you say, screw that, and you become the man or the woman you're meant to be, not the one sometimes we're settling to be. So this was a long way, a long approach to say selling is service. And you have to get a yes in order to expand your life, your business, your success, and your income. But isn't it cool to get a yes through letting people go, well, God darn it, Bridget gets me. Andrew gets me. Marvina gets me. Stephanie gets me. Patricia gets me. That's why I'm going to say yes to them. That's why I'm going to work with them. That's why I'm going to give them money, give them my respect, give them my commitment. So, people buy from you and learn from you when they feel understood, not just when they understand you. Meet people where they are. Enter their conversations. Finish their sentences. Let them feel they have an advocate in you, and you will earn their respect, you will earn their business, and your business will grow. That was my message for today. I hope that landed. I'm such an observer of people, and I do a lot of that. You guys wouldn't know this, but I'm a heck of an introvert. When there's people, even family at my house, it's hard for me not to want to stay in the kitchen, cook, take care of things, take care of the kids. It's weird. Maybe I talk so much for a living that when I'm home, I kind of want to be to myself. So I do a lot of listening, and watching people interact is so incredible. And those that are winning, they're the listeners. They're the ones that allow people to go, oh, they might not agree with me, but they hear me. All right. That's my message for today. For those of you who haven't seen, hopefully you got an email. We're doing one amazing Black Friday bundle. It's at deansblackfriday.com. Now, here's the cool part. If you are a yearly member of mastermind.com, you know what you have to do? Nothing. You're getting a bunch of cool bonuses because you are a part of our yearly family. If you're a monthly paying member, then you're going to want to go check out and see how you can upgrade for a huge discount, plus so many incredible bonuses. Even a live training I'm doing next month that you can't miss. It's going to be so good. I'm going to pull back the curtain on one of my biggest campaigns ever. It's really solid. We're doing it for our mastermind group that meets in here. It's a $25,000 a year mastermind group. They're an amazing family. I'm going to do a special training, and if you're a part of the Black Friday offer, a part of the yearly, you're going to get that and a whole bunch of other stuff. Go to deansblackfriday.com. You should check it out. If you're a yearly member, you don't have to do anything. If you're not, time to upgrade, and everybody else, go check it out. deansblackfriday.com. It's pretty special. All right, I appreciate you so much. People, learn from you, buy from you, say yes to you when they feel understood. Fall in love with your client. Fall in love with their success. Fall in love with your product. You'll never sell a day in your life, but you'll grow like mad. All right.
Because we didn't see, he raced up to this light, and now it just turned green, and I'm just right behind him. The people tailgate, they race around. I have to be extra careful because I'm driving in the city 100% of the time. And it looks like I'm driving right around Empower Field and coming into my neighborhood right now. I've never actually walked all the way around this lake because it's much bigger than even City Park. But I pulled in here. I've just done about $80 worth of business this morning. I'm recording this on my primary phone. This is my primary Lyft phone. Also has everything, my iMovie. But you can see $80.07 and which means it's going to be a regular driver's license because I didn't want to take the time to do my medical exam now. But the good news is I have a whole year to make a final decision and all I have to do to reinstate my commercial CDL license for Colorado is just simply pass the medical exam sometime in the next year. It costs about $100, and it's a relatively pretty easy exam. I'm an optimist by nature, and humor has been one of my great teachers. The bottom line is I have 5 days to save my apartment. I do have $850, and this is the first month that I haven't paid my rent on time. And it's now November 26th, and I have basically 4 or 5 more days to pay my rent. And I can't afford to lose my apartment. I'm at Starbucks at REI, and it just snowed all weekend. It's supposed to get warmer. It's November 26th, and this is about 11-minute walk from my lower downtown loft. My favorite Japanese restaurant. Look at my gray beard. This is a young dude.
This beard's going gray soon.
He just subscribed to my channel. What's your name, bro?
Jason.
Jason. We just hit up. He has a.
I got a crying dog. She want to go somewhere.
She wants to go, but we just connected.
Had to do. Yeah. We brothers.
We just connected. This is
I can't wait till my beard looks like yours.
Yeah, this is like serious. This is how we do synchronistic
This
shit.
is how we do synchronicity. We like all day. Get on his channel.
This is like
Get
Ram
on his
Dass.
channel.
This is Ram Dass. This is a Ram Dass dude.
Mm-hmm. We Ram Dassian like.
Ram Dassian. Thank you, brother. Hey. Dude, there's nobody here. I know there's nobody right here right now, dude, because I'm in my apartment and I'm making this video before I send it to Photos, dude, and then I have to send it to driving to Tokyo, and then if it's a long video, dude, it takes about a day, and then I have to send it unlisted to people like Sylvia or Chicago or even Saul, and then they have to watch it, dude. I know, but let's just give it a college try, dude. So you probably don't know what this is, but can you take a guess where this is? Do you think it's Denver? I'll give you a hint. Do you think it's Denver, Colorado, or do you think it's Tokyo, Japan? Well, I'll tell you, it's more specifically, this is near Fujisawa, near a beautiful house that one of my best friends has. She started out as an Airbnb host, but she's one of my best friends. The last time I was in Japan, I stayed at her place for 2 weeks, and these are friends of hers that I got to know. And this is me. I only know 2 Japanese words, konnichiwa and arigato. But guess what? I have more friends in Japan than I do in Denver or even the US. And I have friends that really, really care. And I have the best friends in the world in Japan. And Sari is one of them. Now, wouldn't you agree that photographs are a lot more powerful than just talking in the car, or maybe even just text on a Facebook Messenger? And I think two-way conversation is even better. See, this is a one-way conversation, but here's the deal. I believe your life is worth photographing, videotaping, and then sharing it with others, people you love, and I think it's a more effective way of connecting. Wouldn't you agree? So I came down here, and I've set up just inside the window here, but I'm going to read this. This is from Launchpad Live that I attended. It was a virtual event, and I attended in my loft. So I'm going to go ahead and read this. Your ticket for Launchpad Live is confirmed. Get ready for a fun 3 days full of next-level capabilities, breakthroughs, and secrets to help you thrive in selling what you know. Tony Robbins, Dean Graziosi, and some incredible guests will guide you through discovering your unique value and superpower, creating your perfect offer, finding and connecting with the people who truly need you, and unlocking the confidence to make a true impact in this world. So, get ready to be challenged and discover a new way of thinking that will take the uncomfortable action together to achieve the success you deserve. Launchpad Live. I attended it about a month ago. It's 3 8-hour days with about 7,000 people. It has helped me deal with pain, loss, and lack of trust. I'm not perfect. No, I step in shit all the time. I step in shit all the time. I'm in it right now, right in the middle of, it's going to probably take me 90 days to get out of this, but I step in shit all the time and recognize it when I do. I've just learned to scrape it off my boots and carry on. We all step in shit from time to time, myself included. We hit roadblocks, myself included. We fuck up, I do, I just did, and it's costing me big time for about 90 days financially. We get sick, we don't get what we want. We cross thousands of could have done betters, I'm in it right now, and wish that wouldn't have happened in life. Last sentence. Stepping in shit is inevitable, so let's see it as good luck or figure out how to do it less often. Matthew McConaughey.